C.W. Wade, they respond to him like there's nothing to it. I can't get these documents. He gets them overnight.
Alright, hello, welcome everybody. I'm C.W. Wade. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time today, so I'm going to try to burn through this as quickly as possible. I'm going to put links in the description box if you want the debunking, the full-length debunkings of these Alex Jones lies. Check the description box, it'll be there. Right out of the gate, when you discuss Alex Jones, you are discussing Hoaxer Zero. He started the Hoaxer meme, many of which are still in play today, and even today as he attempts to pretend he's not a hoaxer, as he desperately attempts to grasp some credibility from the jaws of hoaxerism, doesn't want to go the path of Wolfgang, he's still grief trolling with intent to harm Sandy Hook families. I have proven he is a hoaxer on my channel numerous times. All of the lies he's telling are intentional hoaxer memes. I'm going to continue to document the lies about Sandy Hook he continues to spread. I'm also going to email his company to ensure they know that I know they are intentionally and knowingly harming parents. For the record, when he posted his lies online today, I responded and offered to help him learn the truth, as I've offered in the past. Of course, he hasn't responded. Make no mistake about it, Alex Jones is repeating easily debunked memes, outright lies, and fraudulent information to grief troll the families. He is grief trolling them for a few reasons. He likes to carrot stick his hoaxer base core audience. All right, they think they just wait. Look on the websites, they can't wait for him to say something. Oh, please, Alex, say something about Sandy Hook. And when he doesn't, then they get all butthurt. They all hoaxers trace their roots to Alex Jones. They hang on his every word. They pray he gives them a nod. They try to pretend, try to save some face. But, if Alex Jones even snapped his finger in their direction, they'd fall over, run over themselves to get to him. First thing I want to talk about is his first lie. Is he claims he hosted debates, in plural, with those who say it happened and those who say it didn't happen. He is lying. InfoWars hosted one single debate with Keith and Wolfgang. That's it. All the rest of his presentations have been basically hoaxer presentations. He has hoaxer guests, whether they're fakes, frauds, or liars, whichever ones are on there. Sometimes it's a combination. And that's who he has on a guest. That's the only time he's ever had a debunker on to talk about his false claims, is when Keith was on there. So that is his first lie. The balance of where Alex focuses is not on the shooting, it's on the hoaxer memes he helped create and he continues to push. The information is easily researched, so he does not have that as an excuse. This is fake news, fake claims, and repeating fake, fraudulent hoaxer memes. Let's look at Alex Jones' lies, and it looks like Zero Hedge added their own lies to the lies to me.
It's from 0 Point Now is who posted it. This article, I need to get this person to write for InfoWars. They absolutely get where I stand. They're journalists. They actually reported on what I said. They showed my quotes going back over years saying, I don't know what happened, but it's got more holes in it than Swiss cheese. But again, I want to encourage people to read the Zero Hedge article that breaks it all down, because they absolutely are on target with this report, where they ask the questions that the media seems so scared that I might even actually talk about if the Megyn Kelly interview aired. Why does the Sandy Hook Elementary School website have zero traffic for 4 years before the event and show it was closed?
Why does Sandy Hook Elementary School website have zero traffic for 4 years? This is literally an outright lie. This is a hoaxer meme that's been pushed over and over, and it's simple the way the hoaxers did this. They look at the wrong website. Sandy Hook School changed websites, so they go and they look at the web traffic for the old website, and they say, look, there's no website traffic for Sandy Hook School. They don't look at the current active website. So it's literally a lie. This is how you know Alex Jones is a hoaxer and a fraud. He pushes this lie. You don't think he could look at the actual website for Sandy Hook School? Of course he could do that.
Why were there several reports of other shooters dressed in camouflage in the woods that fled, of whom the police allegedly detained?
Number 2, why were there several reports of other shooters dressed in camouflage who fled into the woods, one of whom police allegedly detained? Where are these reports? What are you even talking about? There's one guy that came over the hill that was listening to it, and it's in the final report. I'll put the document number in the description box. He came over. He followed it by, I think he had a scanner. They detained him. They determined he wasn't a part of it, and they let him go. It's not a secret report. It's documented in the report. There's not several shooters that went running into the woods. All right, that's literally a hoax or lie that they created by taking audio from morning traffic and superimposing it over police confronting reporters in the afternoon and pretending that it was some chase in the woods. That's what you got going on here. It's another hoaxer lie. Why were porta potty sandwiches, fruit drinks, and chips brought and set up for people at the crime scene to eat inside the school? So this is the person who wrote this is a Halbig fan. All right, because this is, and you'll see this a lot. He repeats Halbig lies. We're going to separate it into 2 porta potties. Porta potties were not brought for several hours. They were brought well after the implementation of MCI protocols. Not only that, the town and businesses all got together and they got the resources they could and they sent it to the school. Water, food. There's a porta potty nearby at a construction site. It got brought there. There was a large influx of people and the town sent stuff, what they could, to help. Very simple. We're talking about hours later. It was not within an hour. Alex Jones told the lie earlier today that it was within an hour, hour and a half. No, that's a lie. Several hours later, between 3 and 4 hours later. Well into the investigative phase of this shooting, by the way. Second one, sandwiches, fruits, chips brought in. We'll take that one secondly. Literally a complete lie invented from whole cloth by Wolfgang Halbig and pushed by Zero Hedge and Wolfgang. They have nothing. They have no evidence to support this whatsoever. Food and drink were brought on scene. Some is on dash cam several hours after the shooting. There's no evidence that they were eating inside the school. They hadn't done the investigation early in the afternoon. No one was eating inside that school. There's video footage of the school. There's many hundreds of pictures of that school. Nobody's eating in there. All right, they don't have any evidence to support their claim. You would think if they're going to say something and don't want to be called fake news, like Alex Jones is fake news, they wouldn't repeat fake claims like that, or they'd have some evidence. Sandy Hook father Robbie Parker getting into character. So that's all they say. All right, so they leave themselves some wiggle room, because what they're really doing here, and what you see Alex Jones doing here, is intentionally mocking and harming a father who provably lost his child. He is claiming a parent who, by the way, this parent happens to be a physician's assistant, a dedicated physician's assistant. And you know what he does as a physician's assistant? He works with pediatric cancer patients, or he was back then. I don't know what he's doing right now. In the Sandy Hook shooting time period in 2012, that's what he was doing in the Newtown area. This is not an actor. This is a dedicated father and physician assistant, a good guy, and he lost his daughter. I don't see a guy getting into character. I see a guy taking a few breaths before he has to speak in front of a camera. I don't see a person getting into character, an actor, as you guys are insinuating. You calling parents actors. That's the insinuation here. It's intentionally harming Sandy Hook families. He's not getting into character. All right? He's taking a few breaths before speaking before a flood of press. An FBI crime stat which shows no murders occurred in Newtown in 2012. This is another big way you know Alex Jones is fake news. Alex Jones is a liar. All right? FBI crime stats. Obviously, the FBI extensively investigated Sandy Hook. They had first responders there, and they were part of the long-term investigation of Sandy Hook. It's not even a reasonable claim that Alex Jones is making here. In other words, a reasonable investigator, a reasonable reporter, a reasonable person would not make the claim. This is a claim invented by hoaxers. All he has to do is look into it beyond surface level hoaxer presentations. If they did more than listen to the Wolfgang Halbig's types, the lies of the hoaxers, the lies of the fetzers, then he would get his answer. The state police took over that crime scene. Not the Newtown police did not investigate that crime scene. So the stats for Sandy Hook are under Connecticut State Police stats. They are not under Newtown stats. This is easily researched if you go to the originating documents where they got this report, and you will have your victims there. And they're not only listed there, they're actually separately annotated, and there's actually a dedication to them. So we have a separate annotation and a separate dedication for the victims of Sandy Hook. Alex Jones' claim is a grief troll and a lie and a fake and a fraud. Oh, he's so disgusting. It's a disgusting lie by you hoaxers. You should all be ashamed of yourself. All right, let's get into another lie. This is just lie after lie. It's not like there's some shades of truth here. Lie. Why didn't they let paramedics and EMTs into the building after 27 children were declared dead in 8 minutes? How many lies did they squeeze into one sentence, these lying hoaxers? This is all more Halbig stuff. This is all lies pushed by Halbig. All right. Actually, I don't think Halbig even says the 27 children lie. That's just Zero Hedge and Alex Jones now, apparently, praising Zero Hedge for their lies. Let's talk about it real quick. First off, there was an initial active shooter response. As part of that active shooter response, they follow SMART triage protocols. Active shooter response following SMART triage protocols used the mass casualty protocols in use at the time, did rapid assessments of victims. During an MCI, it is a rapid assessment. If you're massively injured and you're not breathing, you're dead, they don't treat you. Not during an active shooter mass casualty incident. All right. They had EMTs within the police department that did the very first initial triage. And then they brought in the paramedics. The paramedics did the formal triaging and presumptions of death of these children. The hoaxers lie and claim that they can't declare them dead. We're talking about the presumptions of death, and they're done on scene. They are dead right there. They are dead where they lay. That is the presumption given to people who are dead in an MCI. All right, when you're not breathing, you have a traumatic injury, you can't be saved to the 99th percentile anyway. All right, and they don't try during an MCI. These are all established protocols in every state in our country, and Alex Jones could look it up or check with paramedics, investigate this on his own. The formal and legal presumptions of death by the paramedics were done under the direction of Danbury emergency physician Dr. Broderick, all right, and under the immediate direction of on-scene paramedic supervisor Matthew Casavecchia. Okay, so those are all legal. Your claim that no paramedics and no EMTs. Bill Cario, by the way, has been an EMT for over 30 years. He did room 8. Right, Dragon did room 10. He's an EMT. These are EMTs. So your claim that EMTs and paramedics were not let in is actually a bold-faced lie. It's a hoaxer meme. Nothing happened in the first 8 minutes for that. That number they pulled out of the air. They can't support that number. The 8-minute number is complete bullcrap. Not only that, 2 children were evacuated and were declared dead at Danbury Hospital. 2 other wounded were evacuated and taken to the hospital. All right? So your whole entire claim here, it's all false and a lie. 18 of the children were formally presumed, legally presumed dead on scene at Sandy Hook School by paramedics. Your big lie right here. Last one, why was Adam Lanza's home burned down by the bank? It was a big public debate of what they were going to do with this home. We all watched it. It went on for a couple of years. It has nothing to do with the shooting. But just speaking factually, you're wrong. It wasn't burned down. Was it destroyed? Yes. But again, you have to take information and lie. You're lying hoaxers. You're obviously Wolfgang fans. You're pushing debunked memes. All right? Don't believe Alex Jones. He's still a hoaxer. He's still intentionally harming families. We'll see if he wants to retract any of this stuff or if he wants to find out the real answer. You can check me out on my Facebook page, or you can check me out on my blog or on my website and contact me. You can look at my videos. All this stuff is already debunked and he knows it. All right, I'm CW Wade, sandyhookfacts.com. Again, I'll try to put as much as I can in the description box. I got to get this video posted as quickly as possible. Have a good one.